Welcome to the next module. The policy of apartheid created a deep and lasting wound. See the textbook, page number 20. The policy of apartheid created a deep and lasting wound in my country and my people. All of us will spend many years, if not generations, recovering from that profound hurt. But the decades of oppression and brutality had another unintended effect. Unintended means not thought of, and that was that it produced the Oliver Tambos, the Walter Sissulus, the Chief Luthilis, the Yusuf Dadus, the Bram Fishers, the Robert Sobukves of our time, men of such extraordinary courage, wisdom, and generosity that their like may never be known again. So, here Nelson Mandela is telling that the policy of apartheid, this racial discriminated, created the result of this policy of apartheid was two results. There was two outcome. One, that there was a deep, everlasting wound in the people heart. All of us, we all struggled, we all suffered due to this oppressed and brutal racial discrimination, and we all are having big, profound hurt that would take generation to recover. So this is what the hurt, the pain, the deep wound is the one result, one outcome. And what is the second unintended effect? That was that this racial discrimination, this oppression and brutality produced the great fighters, produced the great freedom fighters like Oliver Tambos, the Walter Sissulus, the Chief Luthulis, the Yusuf Dadus, the Bram Fishers, the Robert Sobukves. These all people were the result of racial discrimination due to the so much oppression and brutal behavior of white people. These all great freedom fighters, they stood against them. They fought with the people to achieve this freedom, and these all extraordinary people, they were having extraordinary courage, wisdom, and generosity. And we are here, we are recalling these all great freedom fighter because these people had presented their uncommon courage, wisdom, and generosity, and because of them, or because of these people only, we are today free from this racial discrimination. So we are here to salute these great freedom fighters. And what he said about them, perhaps, see here from the picture, Nelson Mandela feeling so happy, okay, taking the promise, the oath, okay. Now perhaps it requires, see the screen, perhaps it requires such depth of operation to create such heights of character, because there was so much oppression, because there was so much brutality, there was so much pain. That is why the people, such a people of high character appeared, okay, came in front and fought with the racial discrimination. So Nelson Mandela says that my country is rich in the mineral, South Africa is famous for diamond. You can see on the screen the picture. So my country is very rich in the mineral and gem that lie beneath its soil. But what I am feeling, I have always known this: its greatest wealth is its people, finer and truer than the purest diamond. Diamond is the purest mineral, the costly, the true mineral, right? Jewelry, you can say. So part of jewelry. So like that, he says that my people, the people of South Africa who sacrificed, who struggled, okay, they were the main, finer, truer diamonds. Okay. Now, it is from these comrade means friends. It is from these comrade in the struggle that I learned the meaning of courage. Nelson Mandela says that I learned courage. I understand the meaning of courage from these friends, from these great friend of mine, the great freedom fighter of my country. Time and again, I have seen men and women risk and give their lives for an idea. See the textbook, page number 21. It is from these comrades in the struggle that I learned the meaning of courage. Time and again, I have seen men and women risk and give their lives for an idea. As I started struggle, I saw many people, many men, many women, they risk their life, they give their life, they sacrifice themselves for the idea of freedom. I have seen men stand up to attack and torture without breaking, showing a strength and resilience that defies the imagination. Now this is very important, and one word is there, that is resilience. Resilience is the ability to deal with any kind of hardship and recover from its effect. So author says that being white or black is not the token of our goodness or superiority. Okay, but the white people, they were taking themselves as superior. Okay, and so my great people of South Africa, they all struggled their life, they took this risk. Okay, and they stood up to attack. I have seen men stand up to attack and torture without breaking. When Nelson Mandela observed that white people, they were attacking his people, okay, torturing them, showing their strength, and how my people were struggling with them, showing their ability to deal all these hardships, trying to fight, okay, and always they were just fighting with them. I learned that courage was not the absence of fear but the triumph over. So what he learned, seeing the people, his own people, fighting with the white people, the people who were torturing them without any break, seeing their struggle, seeing their ability to fight. Nelson Mandela says that I learned that courage was not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. When we fight with the other people, it's not that there is no fear in us. Yes, we all are having that fear in us. But when we show courage, it is what that we got victory over our fear. Okay, triumph. That we achieved that, we got control over fear. The brave man is not he who does not feel afraid, but he who conquers that fear. So Nelson Mandela said that if you are feeling fear, it's normal, it's okay. But then you don't think that you are not brave. You can be brave. Only what is needed, that you should control, you should conquer your fear. So it is from these comrades in the struggle I learned the meaning of courage. Understood? So meaning of courage is what? To conquer the fear and to struggle and to fight with the people. No one is born hating another person because of the color of his skin or his background or his religion. People must learn to hate, and if they can learn to hate, they can be taught to love, for love comes more naturally to the human heart than its opposite. Now here, very interesting, we are human beings, we are made by God, right? And so this to love other, we have that love, the kindness, that is inborn, you can say inbuilt characteristics, The characteristics, these all qualities are already there in our heart, in our body. They are part of our personality. Hatredness is not a part of our personality. So when we are living in this world and seeing the hatredness, we people are learning to hate. To hate other is to be learn. So if it is possible to learn something which you don't, which is not, which doesn't belong to you, you are learning to hate. It's so easy for you to learn hate, then it will be easier to love other, to learn to love other, because love is something which is there in our body, which is natural. Okay, so here Mandela said in speech that a country is rich because of its people, not because of the minerals. Courage is not the absence of fear, but the victory over it. People should love others and not hate them due to color or religion, because love comes naturally, not by force, which is the natural goodness. Even in the grimmest times, even in the grimmest time, you see in the textbook, when my comrade and I were pushed to our limits. I were pushed to our limit means when we were just we are our you can say tolerance power was over, means now I was when we were the last limit of last limit to tolerate the thing. Okay, when I were pushed to our limits, I would see a glimmer means glimpse of little good thing, okay, of humanity in one of the guard, perhaps just for a second, but it was enough to reassure me and keep me going. Man's goodness is a flame that can be hidden but never extinguished. You can see he is in the prison, and when he saw a glimpse of humanity in one of the guard of that prison, and that humanity, the sign of humanity was only for a second, but then that sign of humanity was the hope, was the main power in the hand of Nelson Mandela. He was reassured that yes, humanity is there. So if I will fight, definitely this humanity will win, because man's goodness is a flame that can be hidden. The goodness can be hidden, but you cannot put it off. Okay, so according to Nelson Mandela, he stated that people are having goodness, people are having ability to love. That is their part of the personality, that is very natural. Okay, and if there is humanity, if there is love, if there is this goodness, then definitely this oppression, brutality is going to end. With this belief, he decided to continue his struggle, though he was for 27 years he was in the prison, but then he struggled to achieve that freedom. You can see, clear? So in this way, he struggled and achieved freedom and got happiness, achieved happiness for his people, and he was ready to help and ready to remove the discrimination totally from the world. And that's why he said that the author says that being white or black is not the token of our goodness or superiority. No one is born hating other. People should love one another, which comes without force, as it is natural. It is man's essential goodness. A man has to perform duty, okay, duty for the people. Duty of what? Duty to love other person, duty to take care of other person, duty not to discriminate other person, and to be always very very kind towards the people. That is what the humanity which is required, needed for the common people. Okay, so with this this module is also over.